Okay, you're live. Okay, we've got a quorum, and I'll call the meeting to order for the approval of the 2026 budget, and we do have a few other items on the agenda. Take a look at underneath your agenda. We've got the minutes from the last meeting. Take a look at those. And if there's anything that you have a question or needs to be revised, just let us know.
I make a motion, we accept it.
Second.
All right. And is everybody else in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
Aye. All right, you three vote. I just say aye for the fun of it. Okay. There's nobody from the public. Yes. There's nobody from the public to have any input, so we'll note that in the minutes as well.
So same as what it said last time.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to pass this around, and aye, nay, or abstain. Check one of those and your signature in the appropriate box with your name.
No, yeah, I was making sure that it matches up to the minutes. That's all.
We're in agreement.
Yes.
All right, I'll tabulate the votes.
Thank you. Yeah.
And we do have a majority to accept the budget. Thank you very much. Next item on the agenda, we've got the 2026 fire contract with the city of Bern. For $20,774.64 to be made in 2 equal installments in the months of June and December 2026.
I have that?
Here's the number right here.
Thank you. Do I need to put in the minutes when the payments will come out?
That would be fine. Yes, go ahead.
Can I see that
Two
one more time?
equal installments. And it's an even number on the penny this year, so I don't have to
Got it. Thank
do
you.
them any different. Okay, September 29th, 2025. Place for each of us to sign. No specific office as far as board member, secretary, or member, just pick one. And there are a few copies. Let's see here.
So can I talk to you about something first? Oh, I didn't know this is on.
You want me to announce?
Don't want to get in trouble.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. If I could have you submit that to the city of Warren for me, please. Thank you. All right, something that I've taken a look at a little while ago, and then I checked into at the township conference is community services agreement, where the township can enter into an agreement with a nonprofit entity to provide services that are not provided by any other form of government. And this is where the township cannot write checks to distribute, we would call it necessities of life, necessary items, things to help folks that are in need, anything from backpacks to schools to security bundles, blankets, the things, toiletries. If there's a nonprofit organization in the area that can meet the needs of those in Monroe Township, we can contract with them. And here we have the 8 criteria for this. The agreement identifies the township and the nonprofit corporation involved, and it states the need for the services provided by the corporation which are not offered by the other entities. The specific, and then the service description, the specific health and or community service. That's the description that we're looking at right there. To provided are detailed. The duration, we have a duration as far as for a year, for a certain season or a period of time. It outlines the payment terms for the services rendered, including the total amount and the payment schedule, similar to our contracts for mowing and fire, as far as how many times paid, when paid. Indemnification. The corporation typically agrees to indemnify the township against any claims arising from the services provided, as far as we're not legally responsible for any suits that would come. Independent contractor status, it clarifies that the corporation is an independent contractor and not an agent of the township, as far as we're making township funds available for them to carry out their services to somebody in need.
You just said earlier we weren't anything with money. Is that what you said?
He skipped a couple, so he's talking about this community
Yeah, I know
service
what you're
agreement.
talking
Okay.
about. I thought you said we wouldn't have any money.
We're not paying, we're not going to the store and buying these items
Okay.
to pass them out. We are contracting, is the term, with a nonprofit organization to meet the needs of those within our township, is what this is about.
Are you talking about what they talked about at the meetings? Because they didn't say they spent any money.
So,
Okay, that's for health fairs, back to school nights, different things like that. This is not to have an event where things are passed out. It's to help a nonprofit organization with funds on supplying things to need to individuals that have a Monroe Township.
does this kind of line up with our township assistance? It's the same idea.
It's the same idea.
But it's helping more of an immediate need, maybe in a family. If I'm wrong, tell me if I'm wrong.
So far,
If there is an organization, a nonprofit in town, such as Brianna's Hope or the Hope Clinic, that's doing a back to school night,
right,
we could partner with them to help provide some funding for them to get what they need for the community.
right.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
So that's different than what we saw.
Right, as far as those that we saw, the townships themselves were spearheading this. That's beyond our capability, I would say, and as far as publicity, So it's, yeah, she mentioned a few different organizations. The kicker is, this is where it comes to these items that we would help an organization with. It needs to be understood that it's specifically for people with a Monroe Township address. So that's where we get into sounding exclusive, but
So-
it's
The Hope Clinic is in Monroe Township, for example.
right. They've got a
So if
building.
the Hope Clinic needed something, we could use this
Mhm.
to
Is it
financially support it.
something
Is that what we're?
offer?
I think what
Or
what
is
Jerry's
it
doing is just
asking?
presenting us, right? This is
Right.
something we can do.
Yeah, this is something that can be
You
done.
never could before?
Or you just are like
It's
learning
Very
about this.
confused.
I'm learning about it. I knew it existed,
Mhm.
and the way some things were presented, as far as at the township conference, it was on the thing. It was along the line of the township is going to sponsor this night for parents to come and get back to school supplies. The township is going to sponsor this tent at a fair to have an organization come and pass things out. But this is, we're cooperating with an organization for them to do the legwork.
Not us.
Right.
And we fund it.
Right.
To whatever we decide.
To whatever we decide.
We can
don't have to
decide a
fund the whole
dollar.
thing,
We
we
can
don't have to.
just like with some other things we've helped with, like when we've talked about helping with a park or something,
Correct.
we decide what amount we're going to help with. They don't tell us. We say, here's what we're willing to help with.
And like the Monroe Township, the town, they came to us, correct? So is that?
Right. The town of
what's
Monroe
going
came
on
to
with
us on
this?
that. I learned about their need.
Or is it something that you would reach out to somebody else?
We would be the ones reaching out on this. And as you spoke, I'm not sure if you realized you brought up a question to me that I need to check into, as far as if it is situated within our township, we help that organization. Or is it that the items that they provide need to go to people within our township? I'll check into that.
Do we have the resources for?
We do have resources that this would normally come out of the general fund. It's not a township assistance program, but it has a similar
So
approach.
it'd be more of a necessity type items instead of just.
It would be along the line of, it has been quite a while, but I have gotten vouchers from the township assistance secretary for groceries at Kroger, something along that line, as far as for hygiene supplies. So it's operating along a similar principle.
I think it's great.
Okay.
I think it's great. I think that it gives us an opportunity to help people as long as we're all deciding together how we're doing that. I'm not super comfortable with just one person deciding
Mhm.
we're doing it, but I like the idea of us having this available as an option.
Okay.
Seems to me that habits or something. 'Cause I thought you said this was going to be doing anything. You didn't know of anything.
Right. Okay, I see what you're saying as far as there were, like I said before, there were different events that the township would get up and
Right.
engineer, put on, they would get in the vendors, and they would advertise for these vendors to come in and set up and have the police there with their ID, have different organizations with the supplies that they have. I don't see us doing that. Because when we do something like that, we are advertising to the public, and then we have to explain why Main Street and Byrne is the dividing line, and this is catered to our members of the township. That wouldn't go over well. But this is something that with an organization that does the supplying of, I would call it things that makes people's lives more comfortable,
Or it's sometimes even livable.
livable, to help them over that hump in life.
What do you think about it?
That's good. I do, I think. Yeah, because we're not actually citing anything tonight. We're just going to decide that we're willing to do this. That's all we're doing. So I'm okay with this.
And I, with what we have, I'm thinking even $500 would go a long way in providing a sizable number of baskets of hygiene items, supplies for the pantry.
So this is available to all the townships.
It's available for all the townships to do, yes.
That's good to know.
That's okay. Yeah.
Right, so if we get the question about, or if an organization outside of Monroe Township comes
Right.
to us.
And we can point them to the right direction.
Right.
Okay. Well, let's check it
Okay,
out.
great.
All right.
I like that. Do you want to go back? Is there a reason we jumped in the agenda?
We don't want to finish this or not?
Oh, here we go. This was next in my stack of papers. So, yeah, I should have
Are you
looked at
finished
the
with
agenda.
Community services agreement or anything else we need to
Any
say
other
about that?
comments or
Do we need
questions?
to sign this? Say we're going to do it or just?
Oh,
We need to make
this
a
is
motion?
just,
Do we need to?
there's no motion to be made. That would be made with, when there's a decision made on who to help, how to help.
So this
Okay.
form would just be when we agree to help
That's a
with something.
sample right there.
Okay, perfect. I like that.
Yep, me too.
Okay.
Back to Maslin.
No,
No,
the
interlocal agreement is,
interlocal agreement
Sorry,
with the town of
President.
Monroe concerning the town park. I don't have anything new. I put that on there as I
Okay.
made the agenda. There's nothing new specific on that.
and that's still a potential interlocal agreement, right?
Right, yes.
I will say, has anybody else seen that park before?
I have,
I
yes.
just want to encourage everybody to just drive by
Right.
and look at it.
I have.
Yes, have you seen it, Nancy?
That's the one in there.
It's on Andrew Street, isn't it?
Mhm. You'll blink and you'll miss it.
Yeah. Oh, sounds that small too, though.
Okay, and there wasn't any papers in my stack here on the Maslin Cemetery. I've got passed out one description. One, it's not really a proposal, it's an idea from Nature's Green. I replied back
Sure.
and asked, what are we talking about on this as far as a price? And the gentleman that would be responsible for that, so that was over a week ago, and he was supposed to be back and available today. I met with Trevor Wilson, with Wilson Brothers this afternoon, and he's excited about putting something together. Each of the three people I've spoken with 3 different landscaping / nursery groups, and I've told them all the same thing about what our ideas are, but you are in the business. I want you to give us ideas.
Mhm.
So I told them all the same thing, so it'll be interesting to see what we get back.
And then, but no one is hired yet,
No,
correct?
nobody's
Okay.
hired.
And who is the third company?
I think it's Shaw.
Greg
Shaw.
Shaw.
Did you just go by?
Oh, he has a name.
I was just
Round
saying.
the Yard Services.
Okay,
I think that's what it's called.
that's right.
What's the name?
I think it's Around the Yard Services.
Oh, okay.
So now these trees, they're gonna plant all new trees out there on the edges? Well, that's trees that are there.
those are proposed. There's 3 pine trees down what is going to be the middle of the cemetery. Then those are half dead to more. They're going out one way or the other.
I've seen it.
Those are proposed. He has some outside the fence on the north side,
I've seen that.
and that's not, that we can't
That's not
do
your
that.
property,
I mentioned that when I communicated with the person at the office.
See, I'm just wondering, because it's the cemetery, the
Maple?
idea of a flowering tree might be nice somewhere. People really like that when they go out to visit, and there's
So
whether
Trevor,
it's a dogwood.
Trevor today talked about phases through the year.
Yes, he's very, from what I've seen of his work, he's mindful of that.
Do I have it?
Right here, Nancy. Mhm.
I like it.
How many trees are there?
Well, he has 4, 7. He has 10
Whoa.
with benches, but he has them outside the fence of the
Small
cemetery.
trees.
What's that?
You're talking about small trees. then.
Right, I'm sorry. Our RJ Reynolds said that nothing more than 15 feet tall he would recommend in a cemetery because of the root system.
Mhm.
So right off, I didn't have in mind this many trees.
It's not that big. These are what's there.
Right, because if we bring them inside the fence.
So,
I had in mind more of something down the middle, whether it be, or just offside of the middle because of where we have the existing graves. But a focal point, an oval area.
I think that would be beautiful to have something up there.
It's
That other stuff.
Kind of like Emory has the flag in the middle.
right.
I am requesting before we break ground or do anything like that, once we have decided, that you let me know so I can go out and take some more pictures so that we can
Okay.
show
Make sure
before and
they're there.
after of what our township has been working on.
There are some existing from even before we started this.
I would love to have those.
Great.
I would just suggest that it's a tree that isn't gonna be a lot of stuff falling off of it.
Well,
Well,
have you ever had a tree in your yard, Nancy?
One thing that was asked of me was, what about leaf fall as far as upkeep with leaf fall? And we've never had a problem out there with leaves just sitting.
What's the tree with the helicopters? Or my dirty tree?
Yeah.
I have 2 trees in my yard that are a constant, everyday issue.
The little branches.
In the
fall
season,
alongside.
well, because I have those little brown gritty things that fall in the helicopter seeds. And so that's like an everyday. So just, I think all of these people know those things and they will be mindful
Right.
of that.
Low
And
maintenance.
they'll think through all of that for us. Okay, great.
I think that's a lot of trees.
I
That's all
do.
I'm gonna say. I think it's a
That's
lot of
what I-
trees and it's a lot of mowing around. I think the
Right.
ones in the middle aren't bad, but after that,
Or
Just
even the
my
back
personal
corner.
opinion.
I think in the back
Mainly
corner,
for
maybe
shade
it's
and
nice.
pretty anyway, right?
What's that?
You want it for shade and pretty. but
Correct.
You don't want it to
Yeah.
be overwhelming.
I think in the back corner, it's nice to have
Right.
one
Mhm.
Right.
kind of, because then you have a border, you have a boundary. Okay, anything else with that?
All
Jerry?
right, as far as making the decision, if we want to go with somebody this fall, do you want to have another meeting in a few weeks to go over that? Do you want to entrust me to a decision? I'm not allowed to get with you all personally and take a
Right.
private vote.
Could you submit sketches to all of us?
I mean, I guess the question is what kind of money we're talking.
Right, and yet, this one is the one that I got this with no money.
Right.
With
So-
no money numbers.
How-
That's, maybe we should have a meeting, Jerry,
How
just
much-
to talk about the money.
How much time do we have to give public notice to have a meeting?
2 weeks?
Oh, no, that's just for, there
The
are a few
budget?
hearings and budget. And really, is it 48 hours, no
Okay.
more than 72
So let's
hours?
plan to have a quick cemetery meeting before, once we have sketches.
Mhm.
I think I would just
Oh, yeah.
I think I'd like to
So
be a
you
part of
really
that
want
a little
to get
bit.
it in this fall?
I'd love to get it in this fall.
Will
Okay.
the fence get in too?
May as well get the landscaping done so that whoever does the work has what kind of access they want. And even though we're gonna have an equipment gate, they don't have to worry about an equipment. They don't have to worry about a gate of any kind.
I see you have the equipment gate here.
Yeah,
That's to bring in like the hearse and stuff.
the mowers,
So
Mowers
so they-
and-
So they
and-
carry everything in from the road.
and equipment
They
to,
can't drive the hearse in.
yeah, there's no drive, there are no lanes or anything within the cemetery.
Can we put a lane down the middle by those trees? Is there any reason why we couldn't have a lane down the middle at least?
You'd have to back out.
Right.
Is there a reason we couldn't have just a turnaround right there?
They take a big chunk of the cemetery.
There
Would
we
it?
go.
That
Yeah.
much though? To just
Mhm.
have,
Well, if you're gonna do a turnaround, you're gonna have.
what if we did a
40.
skywalk? I just I think it'd be nice if the hearse could at least, I don't think they would mind backing out, but to have the option to drive down a lane, if it's all the way in the back,
Oh,
I don't know, I think it's something to at least consider.
Or you're gonna have to back one way or the other. Be able to back up too.
or what if we get the permits to fill in the ditch here? You know, and make this thing just pull off. You know?
Yeah. Cause there's really nowhere to.
Right, there's, yeah, you go into anything within that fence, you're eating up a lot of
sites.
space.
I don't know if the county would let us, you know, put a tile through there and stone it.
Mhm.
Then at least the hearse could pull off.
Yeah.
'Cause now you park on the road. Just straight up
Right.
park on the road. when you-
I've never
there's
been
plenty of
witness to a
room.
graveside service
You
there.
have to, it's impassable if there's any kind
Yeah,
of.
Park on the road, that's,
Mhm.
oh, something we can look at.
Who would be the person to ask? I mean, that is beyond what we're doing right now. And with it being outside the fence, it could be
Surveyor.
done in a different phase. So
The surveyor,
call Mr. Whirling
I think you have the call on that.
as far as
And what
can
the
be
steps
done.
would be if we're going to do it.
Mhm.
I think he has to approve that. And he can tell you who it is if it isn't.
Right.
I don't know. But why we're doing the improvements, or maybe that's the following year improvement.
Correct. Part of the capital improvement.
There you
plan.
go. So, all right.
Okay, so I have given all three of the folks I've talked with this Saturday's date to at least put something in my hands.
Mhm.
I'm not saying a complete proposal, but at least put something in my hands. That way I get an idea of their creativity.
Sure.
And so I'll keep in contact with you all.
And maybe only one person will ever get back with you. And if they do, that's it. Good. Okay. So we'll have another meeting besides the annual meeting.
Right.
Okay.
And we've got the annual meeting Monday, January 5th, 2026.
It's same location.
And what we have is we have annual business to take care of by statute. We're supposed to meet the 2nd or the 3rd. Anyway, that's Friday, Saturday. I'm not gonna ask you to come here on a Friday night. So Monday the 5th, take care of some annual business, annual contracts. The annual report will not be ready. I don't have to submit the annual report in Gateway until March 1st. So my thought was I'll get that annual report ready. And at the end of February, we can get together with that and have also combined that with the meeting for cemetery mowing.
Great.
And anything else that comes up.
Great.
Any other questions, comments? All right, well, I'll adjourn the meeting. Thank you very much for coming.